Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so I'm here with Scraplift Crafternoon, where me and my friends get together. We find a layout that inspires us and we scrap lift it. So today our layout is by Nikki. And it's Nikki's _scrapbooking_adventures. And you can find her on Instagram and on YouTube, and her information will be linked below. This really fun, there's clouds in the background and rainbow tags. I thought this was such a fun layout. So I have this page pieces for game night. And then I have the Family Fun by Simple Stories collection that I picked up from the infamous Anna at Peacecraft Love, who is a part of this hop, although she's not hopping along with us today. Her YouTube channel is linked below as well. So I pulled some papers that I thought I might use, and then I have this solid white for the background and this Scrapping Reflections cloud stencil that I adore. And I am going to pull in this Stormy Sky Tim Holtz Distress Oxide to create my own background paper with the clouds. And then I have a rainbow of Diane Reevely's Shimmer Sprays that I'm going to use instead of the tags. So I'm going a little rogue, so nothing unusual there. So I'm excited to add all of that color and some of these ephemera bits and pieces and stickers and puffies that I got in this collection. So I have my papers, my embellishments, this super fabulous picture, this layout, and so let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was I have taped that stencil down to my 12 by 12 white cardstock. And so I am just going to use these new daubers that I got and blending brushes, and I'm going to put that Stormy Sky, and I'm going to be heavy-handed in areas and lighter in others. That's why I'm kind of moving around. I know a lot of that will be covered over on the right side, but I wasn't sure where at the time, so I went ahead and just did it all. It wasn't going to hurt anything. So there it is. I made it, like I said, darker in areas and lighter in others. I didn't want them to all be the same. So the way she did hers, and you'll have to check out her video, which is linked below, but Nikki did hers, and it is so cool. So you will have to check that out. So I wanted to find some paper that would be contrasting from all the color I was going to bring in. And so I decided to do this black and white checkered. And I also have this strip over here on the side, and I use this color strip. And I think this is so fun. This entire collection is super fabulous. I'm really excited, and this is the first time I'm using any of it. So that means I have a lot to work with, and that makes me happy. So I'm cut about a ½ inch off of the black and white checkered and that colored like star paper, and I'm going to attach them here. So they're overlaying each other in the sketch or in the layout, but for a couple of reasons. One, I only wanted to use that 4-inch part in the middle because I didn't want to lose all of the cut parts on the other side. So I only went with the 4-inch, and instead of overlaying, I just attached that inch long strip over that I created of that star kind of paper to the other side. So it would give it a full 5 inches, so that my picture, because I'm not trimming my picture down at all because it's my son and me playing Trivial Pursuit Family Edition, I think. And so I'm not playing with him anymore. He's too smart for me. So I've attached that down to I matted it on white, even though I knew it wasn't going to stand out drastically. The white in that white and black plaid is almost like a dirty white. So I feel like the white does kind of stand out. And so now I'm going to take my shimmer sprays, and the first one is called Crushed Grape. And I just put it down on some packaging from where I just emptied out some sticker packs. And I am just going to smush it. And I'm not being super, super cautious. I do a little of the pull, a little of the rubbing. I just try and get it to where I know. I didn't mind if it wasn't completely solid, like if there were gaps in the middle, but I didn't want it to be too much space behind there that you can see. So the next one is London Blue, and now I'm using this green. Now this green one is one I've never used. I just opened the next 4 of these colors today, and this one is called Cut Grass, and it is, I just love these. I mean, they're shimmer spray, so obviously they're shiny, but they're fabulous. So the next one is Lemon Zest. And I thought about waiting to use that one because I knew that was going to be the lightest color. But I wasn't going to mind if they were going to blend a little bit. So I went ahead. And then the next one is called Tangerine Dream. And I'm not an orange fan, but I love this orange. It's stunning. And then the last one is called Cherry Pie. And so I just got some of these from Ranger, and they're actually a really good price, and they came really quickly. So I was very excited about that. So I'm now done, and I'm kind of moving it around so you can see how shiny and shimmery it is, especially with the light. And now I'm going to put this down. So I made sure to put some double-sided tape on the back of that, not just the tape runner, because that part on the left side is going to be right over that mixed media. And I know I wasn't going to be covering too much of it up, and I didn't mind. I just needed to make sure that there was enough sticking out to where obviously I had that effect like the tags. So this game night came with the pieces. It's called Simple Pages Page Pieces Game Night, and it had 13 pieces that came with it. You're supposed to build a page with it, but you know, I am a rebel and I didn't do that. I mean, I'm partially building a page with it. So I am going to use that as my title, and I put that down right where she has hers, between the purple and the blue. And I kind of wish I'd have put it down a little further just because of something I need to put on here later, but that's okay. And so I pull from the puffies, I almost called them thickers. They're not thickers, you all. They're foam stickers. I pulled a red arrow and an orange arrow. And I put those down up in the red and the orange areas, which is what she did. She was doing color matching to where she would put whatever color it was, the embellishments that were in that same color family. So I'm putting down different icons, like a dice and a little game piece. They didn't have necessarily what you use in Trivial Pursuit, like the little triangles, which I had considered using. It was like shaped triangles, but I decided I wanted to just use the stuff that came in this collection. The problem is there's no purple in this collection, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of this and that and try and get that to work for me. So I'm just pulling the little game pieces, arrows, stars, the dice, and putting them in the different areas. And then I start pulling word phrases that are also in that color that fit. So the red says goodies, the orange says family time's the best, the yellow says winner, and I made sure to put that over on closer to the picture since my son won. And the green says no way, which was probably what I was saying. And then the blue says a blast. And then I put a little white one that came from that page pieces that says fun times in the purple, since I don't have any purple word phrases. And I'm okay with that. I do add a couple of things out of my stash to add a little bit of icon into the purple. I don't have any issues with not having that. I mean, I knew going in that I wasn't going to have the purple from this collection, and that is okay. So I try and pull some things from the puffy and stickers, and initially I don't really find anything I want to use because, you know, I'm hoarding. That's the problem. I don't want to use things, and then I'm like, no, you need to use some things. So right now I'm adding a couple of purple stars from a sticko sheet, and they're just shiny little purple stars. I thought they would be perfect since I'm already using stars throughout this the whole, color scheme up above there. I've put a star in all but the orange and red. So I got yellow, green, and blue. So I thought adding those there. And then I pull an acrylic from Scrapping Reflections, and I just glue that down on top of one of the little stars. And I love the way that it turned out. It still brings your eye down there enough because of the purple stars and that super cute acrylic. And I'm also going to add an arrow from the sticker sheet that is that same black and white grid pattern. So it kind of will help pull your eye down there a little bit. So I'm going to get that in just a minute. But first I pull out this super cute Dottie About Flair camera, and it came from the Outdoors collection I got from some Assemblage Required with some wood veneer. But I wasn't bringing wood veneer in because other than the wood table underneath the board game, there's no, wood veneer in this. So I left that out, but I thought the camera would work nicely and left behind the other things that would go really well with some outdoor things. I can use the wood veneer and those together. So I just put that camera up at the top, and I do put some fun foam underneath it so that it is lifted the perfect amount. That's the best part of that fun foam, is the depth of it fits perfectly underneath the Dottie About Flair flare. And so now in the layout that Nikki did, there's that butterfly. And this is why I wish I had put game night down a little further or my picture up a little higher, because now that star player is right next to that. And I didn't like that so much, but I didn't want to put it up any higher. And I really didn't want it up in the top. So I'm okay with it. It's, it's fine. This is why you should plan things out. And I probably could have moved the picture, but I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to risk it. Oh, sorry for the glare. So I found, like I said, I found that little black and white board game pattern in the arrow. It's not a star. And I just tuck it a little bit underneath that white acrylic from Scrapping Reflections. And then I am going to take this little word phrase. I felt like it needed something up here on the top, and it just says, I love board games. And oh, does he love board games. We have a ton of them, and we've been playing them every night for the last 5 weeks. And so this was just one of those times when we were having a good old time until I lost to my 13-year-old. So here is the up close again. I hope you will go to Nikki's YouTube channel and check out the video of how she created this layout. So much fun. And also her Instagram account, which, like I said, will both be linked below. Also, definitely go and check out all the ladies that are listed below. I know that Kimberly and Christine are hopping along this week. Tara, the Paper Snob, and Anna with Peacecraft Love will hopefully be back in the very near future. But their YouTube channels will be linked below, so you definitely should go check them out. They have some fabulous videos with some super fun layouts. And of course, we do the Scraplift Crafternoon every Sunday, so you can find lots of our videos from the past on there. So I hope that you all will come back and see me again very soon. Next Sunday, we'll be back for another Scraplift Crafternoon. And of course, tomorrow I'll be back with another Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. And that's about it. Have a great day and happy scrapping.